Hello and welcome to the 12th episode of
Good news, everyone!
I hope your week's been good. Today's Instagram account recommendation is Plastic Snaps Toy Photography. Now this is something I didn't know about previously, but I'm slightly obsessed with it now and I really want to try it. Basically you get some toys and you take photos of them. Now obviously that sounds pretty simple. It can get quite involved, like you make look like it's an action scene and things like that. The pictures I'm putting up now show a couple of those, and also behind the scenes pictures. Now, this particular Instagram account is very, very good at this sort of thing. I would like to try it. Mine will definitely not be to that level. Today's Twitter account is Fox Feather Zenkova. She is an animal rehabilitator with a focus on vultures, which is cuter than it sounds. They just got a new puppy, and yeah, they have a lot of interesting creatures about the place. It's great to check out because there's usually every day there's usually a post about a new beast. Today's live camera is the ECAD Whelping Room. Now, the ECAD is the East Coast Assistance Dogs Society, and basically this is the room where the puppies go before they begin their training. It is adorable, and that's really all I have to say. It's a room full of puppies. What more do you need to know? Today's YouTube account recommendation is The Proper People. These are two American lads who do urban exploration. They're called Brian and Michael, and I believe they've been doing this since 2014. Basically what they do is they take their cameras, they go somewhere that's been abandoned, and they explore it. They take photos and videos, and I love stuff like this because I had no idea there were so many abandoned places. Like, I mean, these aren't just buildings, there's theme parks and hospitals and hotels and things like that. They're currently posting videos from their trip to China, and I hasten to add, this was way before the virus. They've been back for ages. These are, you know, they made these videos a while back, so just... But it's all very interesting. Like, they visit these absolutely massive abandoned places, and it's like, these places have been there for ages, and they're still there, and they're just sort of slowly rotting away. It's very odd. I recommend it though, because it's very interesting, that like, the things that get left behind. And they're very good at what they do. Today's book recommendation is Into the Drowning Deep by Mira Grant, who is one of my most favourite authors. She is very good at what she writes. Some of her stuff is eerily prescient, actually. Like, she's written about virology before, and she was posting it on Twitter like, honestly guys, I didn't know about COVID, please stop asking me. This is hopefully not one of those situations. A boat 7 years ago went to the Mariana Trench, and I'd just like to take a moment to point out I did not call it the Marinara Trench, as I usually do, to film a mockumentary, and it was lost with all hands on board. Now, some people call it a hoax, some people call it a tragedy, but now another boat has gone to, you know, find out what happened. And without going into too much more detail, I don't want to spoil anything, it gets scary. Because obviously, you know, you don't lose a boat with all hands if things are going well. But yes, I very much recommend this book. Maybe download a sample, see what you think. But it hooked me from the first 2 pages, I think. Today's series recommendation is Constantine, which you may be familiar with either from the comic books or the various other series the character's been in. There was that movie with Keanu Reeves, but apparently this one is a much more faithful rendition. It's a blonde Welshman in a trench coat with a tie who is an exorcist and fights evil. It's very good. They only made the one series, and it does kind of end on a cliffhanger, so be aware of that. But the one series they made of this is very, very good. And I will be forever upset that they didn't make more. In today's uplifting news, an aspiring barista was, before all this started, was taking lessons to, you know, learn how to make a good cup of coffee. And obviously that had to stop because everything else had to stop. But instead of just, you know, sitting at home, faffing around with, I don't know, phone and camera, he decided to put his skills to use. He bought some proper coffee equipment and now spends his days making coffee for the key workers that pass his window. Now, it's this chap is called where is he? Ben Ramirez. And it makes the article makes great pains to point out that Ramirez is careful to maintain social distancing guidelines by using a toy gorilla arm that he borrowed from his son to pass coffee to the visitors. So yeah, I think that's great. Can you imagine going to work and then this guy just offers you coffee with a gorilla arm? Ah yes, now, today's stuff to do. Build a fort. You're at home, you've got pillows, cushions, blankets, build a fort. You can watch TV in it, have a nap, eat lunch in it. Just do it, seriously. It's awesome. And on that note, stuff to do for kids, build a fort. Same thing. It's fun. And last but not least, I went to get some liposuction the other day. It really takes a lot out of you. Sorry, that one was very bad. I will be back on Monday. I hope you have a good weekend. Even though all the days feel the same at the moment, but I hope you have a good one regardless. Bye!